keeping it locked and loaded.
WMCC, Rochester, New York.
Good afternoon, y'all.
Bang, shoot 'em up.
What? It is afternoon tonight with
Bray.
and JJ. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I've drank so much caffeine in the past.
He's been living off of the caffeine.
Wait, I was up at 3 a.m. at the gym at Planet Fitness because I was doing homework at 3 a.m. and I drank so much coffee I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Isn't that wild?
That is wild because I saw your Snapchat story and it said the time was 3:20 something and you were at Planet Fitness. I was like, oh, he be on the grind.
Which is actually scary because there was actually robots there. Like, there was NPCs there at 3 a.m. Like, doing NPC shit.
Oh, hell no.
Like, on the machine staring off into the distance.
A non-playable character?
I'm being so for real, yes. Like, scary.
The simulation is breaking, is that what you're saying?
Yes, 100%.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people go to the gym after work, like when they have to work overnight or late hours, so that makes sense.
I just didn't think of it, like, I didn't think there'd be that much people. There was like 10 plus people in there. I was like, this is crazy.
There was that many people?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Wait.
What?
You know what's wrong right now?
What?
The lights are too high.
That is what's wrong. The vibes are off. But also,
there we go.
We have a very fun show planned today. To give you guys a little sneak peek, we're going to go into a rant. We're going to tell a story time.
Oh, this is one of our top 10 stories, like.
Yes, easily.
Like, your ears will be blessed to hear this story, for real.
Since it's our
We were supposed to have someone call in, but, like, they wouldn't answer our emails.
Yeah.
So.
Embarrassing for them.
Because this could have been their big break debut.
No, for real. Then, we're going to have our top 5 show segments later, just because it's our last show of the semester.
This is our last show of the semester.
But we'll probably be here in the summer. So.
We will be here in the summer.
Yeah.
We're also going to be, like, doing some other cool stuff in the summer, but y'all got to wait and see, so.
Yeah, you got to wait to tune in there. We're going to do a personality quiz test. But let's get started.
Let's get started with the question of the week.
All right, last week's question was, you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say no. There's a magical button that if you press it, cures all diseases and illnesses in the world. However, if you press it, you also stop the human race from making any technological advancements. Do you press the button? Now, okay.
We said yes, right?
Okay.
We said yes, we would press the button.
We both said yes. Okay, so 60% of you said do not press the button, allowing technological advancements, but diseases will not be cured immediately. 40% of y'all said press the button, curing diseases, but also stopping further technological advancements. I think my other take on this was, like, to not press... Wait. No, we said to press the button because...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
We said to press the button because... the technological advancements are made to try to cure diseases.
Right, so it just kind of is negating itself in that sense, I feel like.
That's what we agreed on, but apparently the audience disagrees with us.
The audience wasn't vibing with that answer.
No, okay, we respect you guys. I mean, I know finals are coming up and we're all rushing, so maybe your brains just aren't working correctly.
Yeah, maybe you just weren't thinking hard enough about it.
Yeah. Alright, so we got our hot takes?
Shall I read the hot takes now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, these are the hot takes that you guys wrote in. Basically the hot takes, you just write in a hot take and we say which one we prefer. So, the first... first one...
Is it wild?
I mean, I don't know. The first one just says black or white.
We talking skin colors?
I don't know.
Or the Michael Jackson song?
I don't know.
Well,
let's say just color, not skin.
Okay.
I'm gonna say black.
I feel like I have to say black or else I will get canceled.
Well, I'm just, from a clothing standpoint, black matches with everything.
Yes.
So.
No, I agree. 90% of my clothing
take.
is black, like being for real.
Same. Well, if you look at my closet, like, I color code it, so like I do it by rainbow. So I do red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I forgot the rainbow was for a second. And then at the end it's all black. There's like 20% of my closet is rainbow, and then the whole rest of it is just black and gray.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to go with black on that one. This one says, if you sleep with socks on, you're a psychopath.
I agree
I
with
agree
this.
with that, because that, does it not feel weird on your feet?
It feels weird. And as soon as I get home, I be taking my socks off.
Okay, and also, well, I don't do that because I have hard floors. If I had rug floors, then I'd keep my socks on. Or if I had rug floors, then I'd have my dogs out. I have hard, cold floors, so I keep my socks on. But also, my feet I sweat at night, like, in the bed, so, like, the toes can't be covered.
I also sweat all the time. My hands and my feet are constantly sweaty, so it's not a good mix when you have socks on when you're trying to sleep and your feet are sweaty. And also, I feel like even if you don't sweat, if something's wrong with the feeling of your socks with the blanket.
It's just not okay. It's like...
It just...
It like makes a sensation.
Yeah. Something... No. So I
Wait,
agree with that hot take.
Now that
That's
I'm
a hot
reading this,
take.
black or white isn't even a hot take.
That's literally just a
That's
question.
just a question. Okay,
I
and
mean,
then
I enjoy the song.
our last hot take that you guys wrote in was, a taco is a sandwich. Go by. No.
No,
What
it's
type of
not.
sandwich you put ground meat in?
Right.
Huh? With
sloppy,
seasoning?
Well, Sloppy Joe, I guess,
But that's not even a sandwich. That's a sloppy Joe.
is a sandwich.
No, it's a sloppy Joe. You don't go. If someone said, do you want a sandwich? And you said, yeah, and they brought out a sloppy Joe, I'd be like, girl.
Well, that's true. That's very true, yeah.
I'd be like,
Okay,
what?
but also, that's like, what
A
else
sandwich?
are people saying is a sandwich? Oh, a hot dog. People were always debating if a hot dog's a sandwich.
Girl, first of all, that is pig toes, feet, intestines, and booty hole ground up and sorted out into a sausage and put on a bun.
I think you guys are just confused that you think that two pieces of bread
Just because
mixed
bread
with
and meat. does
Also,
not mean-
taco is not a sandwich because
It's
not even
literally a-
bread. It's
a
not
shell.
even. It's a shell.
It's a
It's
corn
not,
shell.
It's not even two shells. It's one shell,
Yeah, like,
and it's not bread.
like whoever just said that, stop.
Definitely.
But also at the same time, like a sandwich, I feel like a sandwich consists of just meat, maybe some salad, or
yeah,
not
no,
salad,
I know what you meant. I was
lettuce,
thinking lettuce.
maybe some cheese, mustard, or like a BLT or something like that. But
Right.
like a taco is just like I don't know.
I don't know.
Just
know
don't
about
go
that
there.
one. Just don't.
Like I don't even know why you wrote that in.
I don't know. Maybe.
Also, y'all were lacking this week, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's like it's okay.
I guess we'll
We'll blame it on finals.
Yeah, we'll blame it. Yeah.
Fake ass bitches.
Anyway, we got our new question of the week.
Hey.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, you can read it.
Okay.
I'm parched.
All right. So there's another button this week. I've noticed. Oh, okay. ASMR.
You see my new Starbucks tumbler?
I do. Wait, can I ASMR it?
Oh!
And what's in the cup?
Iced coffee. That's why my
Oh.
asshole's on fire.
Oh, okay. So you really are living off of the caffeine
Mhm.
all the time. Okay.
I slept for 4 hours today.
Sometimes you need that. You know what? At least it's not Monster Energy. Y'all out there, I'll be seeing y'all drink too much Monster
Wait, stop.
Energy.
Can I tell a story really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
About like, I don't know when this was, about like 2 weeks ago maybe. I got like no sleep. I woke up. It was a day I had class all day, so it's probably like a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Right?
I woke up. I did not eat anything for breakfast. Did
Oh,
I tell you
no.
about this?
Oh, wait, I think you did. Yeah, I think I was there.
Were you there?
I think so.
No.
Oh, no.
I didn't tell you about this.
Oh,
I drank a Red Bull. It was one of the big ones. No, it was a Celsius. Which, first of all, Celsius is worse than Red Bull, I think. I just saw a TikTok, and they were, like, reading the ingredient list out, and there's, like, a fake caffeinated thing that's made in a lab.
oh my
Like, caffeine
God.
that's... Not just caffeine. In addition to caffeine, there's, like, a fake caffeine molecule or some shit that's made in a lab that they put in there. Anyways, I drank a Celsius on an empty stomach, and when I got home, my heart rate was so intense, my palms were sweating, and all of a sudden my vision started going black, and like my ears were ringing. I was about to pass out, and I was like, oh my God, Troy, I'm like nauseous. And he was like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm just nauseous. I don't know. And I was like on my deathbed. So I think I'm done with Celsius and Red Bull.
Yeah, you should be. Wait, how did that end? Did you like...
I didn't throw up because I'm really
Oh.
good at. I thought I was gonna throw up, but there was nothing in my
maybe
stomach
if
to
you
throw up.
Maybe if you throw up, you feel better. I
You
mean,
probably will feel better, but I hate throwing up. So
I hate
and
throwing
I
up,
have
too.
such a strong like
probably need to eat something.
will to not throw up that I was
Yeah.
literally sitting there concentrating so hard on not throwing up. But I slept after that for like 5 hours.
Oh.
No,
okay.
no, I didn't. I went to work that night.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna cancel and then I went in. Wait, I did tell you about this.
Yeah.
I did tell you about this.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
No.
sorry, little
mm,
sidetrack there.
No, that's, it's concerning, honestly. I'm also concerned about 5-hour energy. I feel like there's definitely something in 5-hour energy that will just, like, kill you if you got the chance.
I've only ever drank 5-hour energy one time, and it was because I had to drive to... Where was I going? I think I was going to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
It was after class. I had to drive to Erie, Pennsylvania for a cheer competition. And I was already tired, so I was like, I'm going to try 5-hour energy. The poop that came out of my butt that day was actually insane. Like, I was having booty hole cramps on the way to Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to drink that also, but I'll just be
no.
putting crazy shit in my body.
I mean, if it wasn't for college students, 5-hour energy would be out of business.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright.
A little sidetrack
New
there,
question of the
sorry.
week. There's a button. Again, there's a button this week.
There's always a button.
There's always a button that grants you the ability to read minds, but you won't be able to tell the difference between what you read in someone's mind and what that person actually told you. Do you press the button? So you can't tell if somebody...
If what they're saying is different from what they're thinking?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah. It's like tricky to think about, but I get it.
Yeah. I feel like I would still do it. I would press
would
the
still
button
do it.
to read minds.
Because if it's some out-of-pocket crazy stuff, I'm going to be like, I know that you did not mean to say that.
Right.
Because that was from your mind.
Right. And if it was like, the only way I can see this being really awkward is if there was like a pregnancy announcement or something, and you know what I'm saying?
And you're like, oh my God, for real?
Yeah, and then
You're pregnant? And they're like, huh? What? Or they're like, you think I'm sexy? And then they're like, what? Girl, no.
It's like, I
It's
love
like, no,
you.
you
It's
literally
like,
just
I
said
love
that.
You too.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's funny. I would do it.
I would do it because it. Also, I don't care if you're thinking it, you might as well say it to my face anyway.
Right. Like, or I'm literally gonna gaslight you into saying it.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry. There was I was feeling myself. Anyway, I'm pressing the button. Brandon's pressing the button.
pressing
So
the
are
button.
you guys pressing the button? Decide that for yourselves.
Y'all are
We'll put it in the
pressing button.
Instagram
Also,
story.
don't be fake. Also, write in your hot takes.
Write in your hot takes because y'all.
And black or white is not a hot take.
Right, you guys need
That's
some.
a this or that.
You need a spicy opinion, guys. We need to debate on the show.
Right.
Debate.
I want to hear some hot takes like. I was about to say something so out of pocket. Never mind.
There's. I don't even want to know what was in the mind.
No, I'm not even gonna say anything.
This is your chance to get on the air, essentially.
Right, like write us a little cutesy little message. Don't be shy.
We're serious.
We're dead ass.
Oh, whoa, that was a bell.
Whoa,
You
that
hear
was my little. That's the sound it makes when it.
I actually don't know where that came
What
from.
was
This is actually
that?
not a skit, so I'm not really. Okay, I'm ranting. I'm ranting.
Usually when that happens, like a random person barges into the room and like starts yelling at us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, there was a noise and it spooked us.
I need to rant, and I think that it's very important that we're saying this on WMCC
because
radio.
it literally happened today, again.
Mm.
So you can start with the rant.
Okay, the PGA.
The PGA. First of all, I didn't even know people were into PGA like that. Is it public golf? What is PGA? Pro golf?
I think it's Professional Golf Association.
Okay. Why do y'all like watching that?
That's the thing. Golf is literally the worst sport of all time. Like, there is no debate.
I'm really not even trying to be rude, but like, what are we watching you hit a ball from 8,000 feet away to go into a hole?
And the commentators every time, like, the commentators don't even make it exciting. They literally sit there and they're like,
And it's so
he's in the
quiet.
green.
Why is it so quiet?
That's what I'm saying. He's in the green.
It's such an opposite from what I like in a sport, which is cheerleading is so loud and like nerve-wracking and like exciting. Like golf is just like I could fall asleep. And also, I will say it is impressive that you can hit a ball into a tiny ass hole like that from 8,000 miles away.
Yeah.
But like, why are you doing that?
Right.
You have to be so bored.
I'm sorry, but can you imagine me? My number one sport that I watch is football. Can you imagine
It's
me
just
going
not-
from football to golf?
It's just not a thing.
Like, why would you watch golf when there's football, baseball, basketball, hockey?
I don't even like any of those
There's-
sports, and I'd watch all those sports over golf.
It's so much more action packed. I mean,
If someone
I know it's
tied
not
me
for
to a chair
everyone,
and was
but-
like, "You have to watch golf," I'd be like, "No,
no, literally,
please put football on."
no, literally, please. I can't. I mean, like you said, it does take a lot of precision and skill, so I'm not going to take it away from the athletes. And it's probably
It's just
more
crazy.
fun to play than watch, but I hated playing golf when we had to do it in gym.
Okay, but you know what I would
so-
watch?
What?
PGMA, or no,
Sorry, what?
PMGA,
P-
Pro Mini Golf Association.
Oh, that's
Because
what
mini
I
golf
was
is
about.
actually fun. They got the fun little.
Yeah.
They got wind turbines. Also, we should golf this summer. There's a glow in the dark golf at the mall, but it's at the mall that like gets shot up.
Oh, also both malls.
So-
So all the malls.
No, the Victor Mall's like kind of nice and
Oh.
like civil.
Oh.
But
or we
that
could go
other
to
mall.
Adventure Landing. Well,
Or, well,
nah.
you know, it's Rochester.
It's
It's Rochester. Yeah, I mean,
But we do it. But maybe we'll vlog that.
Yeah. Oh, you're so smart and quirky for thinking that.
Yes.
No, but mini golf is so fun. Like, if that was a sport, girl, I'll be watching that.
I'm terrible at it, but is it fun?
Like, you better hit that ball around that curve and get it in the windmill and shoot it through Sally's piece of cake and put it
That's
in the hole.
Sally's piece of cake.
That's what the golf things be set up as.
No, for real. They'll be like,
It'd be like a turkey with its mouth open. Like, what is
Sally's
happening?
piece of cake. Average
Like,
holes
what?
8.
It's so fun though.
Okay, but
No, but the
PGA?
reason why we haven't even gotten into the reason
No.
why we're really ranting.
No.
Why are y'all using the MCC parking lots to park big ass buses
And just cars, trucks, everybody's coming in. And with all respect, it's all elderly white people. And they
like-
cannot. Elderly people should have their driver's license taken away.
how
or
did you even
need,
drive here?
Like, you need to get there needs to be.
First of all, the
a
fact that
rule.
you have to drive here to get on a bus to drive somewhere else just proves you shouldn't have your license. Because why are you driving here to get driven somewhere else?
It's just a fact and
That just
common
doesn't make
sense.
sense.
Right. It's just a fact and common sense, in my opinion, that at a certain age you need to retake your driver's test because there's just
You can't see or
People-
hear.
right.
What are you?
You are like you cannot drive. You cannot.
You have a 3-foot visibility. Like you
Why-
can see 3 feet ahead of you.
Literally one.
I sound so stupid right now.
No, one girl in my video production class said that she almost got ran over by one of the.
That's what I'm
people
saying.
driving.
Like the fact that there's. Okay, I'm sorry, but like, first of all, why do y'all have 8 million police officers in these parking lots yelling at us while we're driving in our cars? Because tell me why. Today, this is the second encounter I've had with this PGA parking. Today, I'm driving in. Every single lot is full and blocked off with cones. Except for this one is only half blocked off with cones. So I'm like, oh, can I like pull in here? So I kind of like start creeping up towards it. And this police officer is like making X hand signs at me. And she's like, no, go the other way. So I start flipping out, and I like put my hands up, and I'm like, where am I supposed to park? And she
Right.
puts her hands up, and she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, are you dead ass? The only parking lot that is open at the MCC parking right now is parking lot 4, all the way near the arts the art building, which is crazy because a couple days ago there was no parking lots open.
Yep.
There was no parking lots open at all, and I had to wait. I literally had to wait for someone to pull out of a parking spot to get a parking spot just to go to my class, and I was 10 minutes late. And keep in mind that class I had to present my final project that was scheduled, and I missed it, so I had to wait a whole class, how long is this class? Like almost 3 hours to present my project when I could have just presented it at the time I was scheduled to present it and left early. But no, I had to sit through everyone else's project and wait because why? The whole parking lot was taken by old white people.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm sorry,
off
that's
of
like
that,
racist.
no, it's not when we're talking about golf. Okay?
It's the epidemic of y'all.
Right. And going off of that, I'll say that we're frustrated, but teachers are also frustrated because I
the teacher parking is full too.
Right.
Like, where are the teachers parking?
And also, they got emails, or at least one email that said, if your students are late, please excuse them because of the PJA parking. But the thing is, with classes like that where you have to present,
right?
and
Like
with
I was excused, but I already missed my time. So like
exactly. Think about the professors that are out here. Like we are in the final week. Like they
Right.
need to do their presentations for
that's
our.
also the crazy part. Like it's literally the final week of the semester,
Right.
and y'all are gonna take our parking lot.
We're already stressed about all the assignments that we got to get done, and then stressed about finals itself. And on top of that, now we have this PJ parking.
Finding
the traffic
parking is stressful.
right. It's everywhere, and the traffic is everywhere.
Yep. Oh yeah, the traffic on the way to MCC is crazy from all directions because everyone's coming to MCC.
Right. There's other parking lots too. I know there's one near my house. Now you guys have probably seen the signs that say park lot is full, go to Rochester Tech
Yep.
Park. That's right
Yep.
near my house. So that's right near my house. So the traffic trying to get onto even the freeway from my house
Is full.
is full.
It's like
because there's a parking lot there, and then other people are going to MCC to get the parking there.
You want to know what's crazy?
What?
I drive past St. John Fisher to get here, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if like everyone knows this, I don't know how I know this, but St. John Fisher has like the worst parking in like all of the colleges in Monroe County.
Right.
They literally have like 2 parking lots.
Really?
Tell me why they're doing PGA parking there too, because I see the buses, I see all the buses parked there, and I see usually that parking lot is full anyways, full of students, and everyone complains about not having parking there. On top of that, you're going to have the PGA golf people parking there. Where are the students parking? I'm actually concerned for St. John Fisher because, like, actually where are the students parking? Because they have 2 parking lots.
But do they still have classes? Because I know, like, I'm pretty sure we might be, like, the only...
I didn't think about that.
The only college that is still having classes.
Oh, yeah,
now.
everyone else, all our friends in other like, Brockport's done, like, everyone's done already.
Yeah.
It might just be us.
So maybe that's probably... I mean, I'm
That's
guessing
probably why.
But, like, I don't know. Okay.
So I guess scratch that, but, like...
At first, I was directing all my rage at MCC because I was like, first of all, students have to pay for parking. Why can these people roll in and say, I'm here for the PGA, and they can sit and park for free, but you're kicking out the students that have to go to classes and be here, first of all, and then second of all, that had to pay to park here. So at first I was directing all my rage to MCC because I was like, that PGA check had to be insane for them to let
No, they're not getting
here.
anything from this.
That's what I've heard because apparently everything is run through Monroe County.
But you're telling me there's no other property that Monroe County owns with parking lots other than MCC College? Which there probably is, but like why make the college one of them?
Especially when there's classes going on. Like, did you guys not think about that? Also, I have to believe that MCC is getting something from this. I don't think that they... Do you know what I'm saying?
I really don't know. I have no idea.
I
don't think
either.
they're getting anything, because, like, some of the buses that are taking people are RTS buses, too.
No, that's true,
so I'm like, those people are probably paying to ride on the RTS bus. I feel like they're not paying to park here.
Right.
So it's just like, what... Would they be getting money from that? I don't know.
I don't know, but I just don't know how they would have free parking if MCC didn't get something.
Right. Okay, right. That makes sense.
Right?
I was about to have to...
Oh,
Sorry.
the caffeine. The
It's a burp.
caffeine.
I was about to have to park at a parking meter today. I was gonna be so mad if I had to pay to park today. I was about to be so mad because you see them security guards driving around in their cars checking to see who's registered to park here. Cause I was one of those people. I didn't have my parking pass for the first like 5 weeks of being here. You know how many tickets I got because I was too lazy to pay for that parking pass?
It's ridiculous.
I got like 4
though.
tickets at the beginning of this semester.
Honestly, it sucks that you have to pay for parking in the first place, but
I
whatever.
mean, it's a one-time fee, so it's not that bad. But
Yeah.
like,
But it's crazy that they're kicking out the students that have to be here and paid for parking for these PGA people that don't have
like
to pay.
for golf.
For golf?
Watch it at home. What is the difference between watching golf in person at home?
Well, if you're there, you have to stand out in the heat and stand there the whole time because there's no seats. But at least you're actually there.
But you, this is what I don't understand though, because of the distance that they be checking them balls, you can't even see.
Right.
Like, where are you sitting? Do you have to walk with?
I have no clue. I'm guessing maybe they stand at like one. They stand at
My
like.
keys.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave them
Is it
there.
okay? Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Maybe it was Lizzie's ghost, Queen Lizzie.
It was.
It was Queen Lizzie.
Bro, she needed to chill.
Right. Anyway, I don't know if there's like groups that stand at different holes. You know what I'm saying? Like hole 1, hole 2, hole whatever they do. I don't
think
know.
there is groups that stand at different holes.
I don't know. Hey, what do you mean by that? Anyway, I don't know, but I feel like, do they have to walk all the way there?
That's what I'm saying,
It
like,
doesn't even make any sense.
When Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson a golfer?
No.
Oh, that's
Not at all. Dude, I'm sorry,
no!
what?
I'm sorry. Not Mike Tyson. What's the other golfer's name?
And
he's
what? Oh, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. When Tiger Woods hits his ball 800 meters north, you're telling me y'all gotta walk 800 meters north, or do you sit there and watch the ball go 800 meters north, and then whenever he hits it from there, you're just like, damn, like, I guess that's it.
Also, I know this is the PGA, so this is like the best of the best, but have y'all seen those golf videos where they be hitting the ball directly into the audience and the club swings and it like hits an old lady in the face and she's like, ah, my neck. Is that like, that's what should happen to y'all for taking all this space up, okay?
No, for real. I don't know.
It's so frustrating, and
if someone could explain, instead of writing your hot take, if someone could explain in this week's question, if y'all could just write in like what the rave about golf is, we'd like to know.
Right.
'Cause
Also,
we're pretty fed up. Also, everyone who goes to MCC's story on Snapchat is raving about this parking too.
So I know we're preaching to the choir right now, but
I
it's
know y'all
definitely
agree with
something
us.
that we have to say on the air. We just can't ignore it because it's taking up our life. It really is. Like, it is.
Our
an
voice
issue
matters.
right
It
now.
cannot be ignored.
Exactly. Though I know it was Waylon told me yesterday that she was pulling into MCC and there was a security guard there and they started talking and I don't know. So I think it was a similar thing that happened to you, where it was like you can't
park here.
Yeah.
You can't park here.
And so they were like, oh, okay, then where can I go? And the security guard was nice about it, and I guess they were like, where can I complain about this? And the security guard handed them his card.
Okay.
And was like, here's this. We'll talk to the chief or something, and then they'll.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your number.
Right.
I'm gonna need your badge number, please.
Monroe County. I don't know. Some of the security guards are like nice about it.
No,
and
mine was rude today. She was like, you can't park here, you can't park here. I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, where am I supposed to park?
I don't know. That's the only benefit of having PGA here is that there's increased security, so maybe somebody will think twice about bringing a loaded gun in, but
Right.
also it's only outside. There's like no
Yeah.
security in here barely, so.
I see like the same security guard walking through here every day.
Yeah.
One.
There's one single security
It's the guy.
guard.
It's the young guy.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really
And I also
interesting.
see him at the downtown campus, so I'm like, y'all are spreading the security thin. Y'all are spreading it thin.
It honestly just, all in all, it just honestly doesn't make sense. And I heard that there was a altercation between students and golfers.
And golfers?
Yes, because
That's
first of all,
crazy.
I'd be walking past them every time I had to go to my public speaking class, because they be
Some of the
coming
students
in-
here are very hot-headed.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
y'all better not play with these students.
First of all, they all come in with the polo shirts.
Ugh.
You've seen the polo shirts? They all come in with the polo shirts. Apparently, I don't know who said
if
something
it's not
first.
Golf Wang, I don't want it.
That's right.
If it's not Golf Club Fleur, I don't want it.
Tyler, the creator.
I don't want it.
Honestly, though, Tyler really eats.
He does
He
eat,
eats with his fashion sense.
but like he doesn't even like golf. I
No.
don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
It's just giving golf.
I don't know. The only way I would go to the PGA is if there was like, because these celebrities go.
If Tyler was there with his boutique of like clothing line, I
I'll
would
be
go.
like, I would go. If
I'd
Chris
be like,
Pratt was
yes.
there watching golf,
If Doja Cat was there,
Oh.
I'd be like, yes, hit that ball, bitch.
well, I wouldn't know what was going on. But
I'd be
I'll
like, swing it. Swing that club.
But where are all the celebrities? They don't want to come to Rochester. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly the point.
That like why are
Why
you
are
in
y'all
Rochester?
even here? And then
Don't-
apparently,
Can't they do it in Florida?
yeah, they probably have. I think they do it
Wait, what
somewhere
if we're so
different.
stupid and it's like multiple places? No.
I don't think so. I think they.
Because it's like
they
the
do
best of the
it-
best.
yeah.
Like what?
No, they do it. This is like the real PGA Championship.
Okay.
But they do it in different places every year.
Oh, so it just
But-
happens to be in Rochester this year.
Yeah, but they apparently have been in Rochester a few times before. So it's
Interesting.
nothing new. But also I heard that they had to delay something yesterday because there was frost. I'm like, that's what y'all get.
That's what you're getting for trying to have it in Rochester. Like,
Right.
you know it's about to be snowing tomorrow and 80
It
degrees the
doesn't
next
even
day.
make sense that y'all are having it in Rochester. And it doesn't make sense that you're parking at MCC when there's classes and finals going on. Like, it doesn't help anybody. And I don't know
All in all,
what MCC can do
what's going on?
I don't know if they can complain. Another thing, I know maybe MCC we don't know if they had control.
I don't even know who to be mad at.
Right.
I really don't even know who to be mad at.
Because I know they probably didn't have control of, like, everything. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But they do have control of saying, hey, there's PGA parking, so come early, or something like that, because they sent it on, like, Tuesday
Well, I didn't.
night, and I didn't even see until, like, Wednesday morning.
I didn't read my email.
No, well, they also send those texts out, though. They couldn't send a text out saying, hey,
Oh yeah,
there's
if they
PGA
sent
parking.
a text, that would be cool.
Right.
Cause I get the text.
Because you sent it on Tuesday night. I came in Tuesday morning to my public speaking class late because you didn't give us a warning. And it's the same thing when...
They were here on Monday too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's the
y'all...
class I was late to. Was on Monday.
Exactly. So y'all couldn't even give us a warning? I'm mad at MCC for at least that.
Wait. Also, why is the PGA not on the weekend?
I don't know. It's through... Because they have practice rounds and then they have real rounds and then I don't know how it works. But I don't know. I really don't know
Practice
and I really
in
don't
private,
care.
Girl.
But,
The practice round should be like exclusive.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you going to watch the practice and, like, they're doing the same thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
We're just over it.
We're
and
over it.
I guess
We're done.
I guess complain to Monroe County. I really don't know.
Cuomo, bro.
Even though they won't even
Cuomo.
Cuomo. I hate Cuomo. Is he gone now? I don't know.
I don't know nothing about politics, girl.
But Cuomo isn't.
All I
idiot.
know about is Flint City, Michigan.
Water.
Eric Mays.
Oh,
Flint City, Michigan.
Mhm.
That's all I know.
that's right. Y'all remember that segment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we getting into our story time?
I think is it story time?
Yeah, we can do story time.
Ooh.
Nay.
Ooh.
Nay.
This be getting me. Why are you? Not the nay.
So,
do you want to start with the Doritos?
Yes.
Where do we start with?
Okay, wait. You start first. You start with your perspective, like
Okay.
of through the years, and I'll go with what I remember.
Okay, I'm just gonna give a little. I'm not gonna like say too much yet because I want to like spin off of you first. But I'm gonna give a little like background info. So, Churchville Tri Library, Churchville Tri Senior High School Library,
Mhm.
is the most wild place
ever.
It is actually more insane than the lunchroom. It goes Churchville Charlie Library, Churchville Charlie lunchroom, Churchville Charlie bathrooms. That's the tier list, okay?
Yeah,
That's the tier list. Churchville Charlie is crazy.
It really is.
I can't. It's a fever dream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first of all, the library is always packed.
That's right.
You gotta pre-sign up to be able to get into the library, okay? Now, when I tell you the library is not a quiet library, unless you're there at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., it's not gonna be quiet. It's gonna be exactly like the lunchroom.
Yep.
It's gonna be people literally yelling, people cussing out loud, people throwing shit. Like, literally, it's wild. And if you went to Churchville Charlie High School, you know. I don't know how long it's been like that. Probably whenever this girl was in charge.
That's right.
This girl, Miss A.
Miss A.
I will straight up, we could say Miss A because we're not even name dropping. Miss A.
Miss A.
Anyways, but yeah, the library is wild, okay? And if the head librarian, Miss A, doesn't like you, you will get kicked out, you will get singled out, you will get treated like absolute shit, okay?
Yes.
But if you're a popular kid and you're part of that group and you're part of that clique, she loves you.
Yeah.
She absolutely loves you and does not care what you do.
She acts like she's one of those teachers. It would happen with teachers sometimes too, not even just her, but
not just her, but like the library specifically was like the wildest for us because we experienced the most discrimination in that library ever. Like the most two-faced, crazy, double-sided, like it was insane.
And just to get it, I mean, you guys can probably tell, but just so we don't get it twisted, we were not popular kids.
No, we weren't popular kids at all.
Like, maybe people knew of us.
But what's crazy is at
we did
Churchville, if you were
things.
popular, if you were in that popular group, you were the only people that thought you were popular.
Right.
Everyone else that wasn't in that group didn't give a fuck about you. Like, we don't care. Not the F-bomb. I'm sorry. No one cared. I just get so heated about this. Like, no one else cared about you guys, but we just all knew you were popular because all the teachers liked you, and y'all would just be doing crazy shit all the time.
Right.
So that's why y'all were part of the popular group.
Yeah, so to give a background into us, like I said, we weren't popular kids. Maybe people knew of us, like knew our names and who we were. Maybe not even our names, but
people didn't know our names, but they knew who we were just because we would mess with people just for the fun of it, especially people that we didn't like and the people that deserved it.
Yes.
Like, why are you acting like that?
Yeah, so we would constantly mess with people, but we weren't like
not even like in a mean way. It was like in a satirical, like funny, like joking way. Like we weren't bullying people.
And in fact, we made ourselves the joke.
Yeah. That's the crazy part is we would make ourselves the joke to piss other people off.
Right.
Like, cause y'all are gonna be so mad that we're silly and goofy.
It's kind of like Impractical Jokers, but
yes.
But when they do the skits, that's
literally.
like on them
So,
and
like,
not on other people.
I'm gonna give an example. There would be like, first of all, you can only seat 4 people at a table. Okay, so then why is there 8 people sitting at this one table?
Right.
Anyways, we're gonna go up to that table and be like, Kim Kardashian, businesswoman or thought.
And then they'll be like, can you get away from us?
They'll be like, can you leave? Wait, no. What happened that one time you literally...
Okay, so...
You went up to someone and they were like, get the fuck away from me. Get away. Leave. It was actually wild. Like,
okay, this is crazy because it was a group. I think it was the Hockey Boys. And
it had to be it was the Hockey Boys.
Yeah, because the Hockey Boys at Churchville were notorious for being d-bags. Okay,
d-bags, wild,
and also I'm pretty sure there were like
insane.
sex offenders.
Literal sex offenders. There is multiple stories. You can ask multiple people. There was a
petition.
These kids, there was petitions, there was posts, there was a kid, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes. There was a kid who had to leave school because he was so sexually like aggressive with people that like people were threatening to like kill him and stuff, and he had to transfer schools, and we had a class with him. And
I may have.
There was multiple. We
may have chewed him out.
We always chewed him out because he deserved it. But like, that's just like the type of people we had to deal with on a daily basis in this library specifically. But also the thing about the library is, if you're in study hall and you have study hall at the same time as your friends, you're not allowed to go to their study hall
Right.
to like talk to them and study with them. The only time that I ever got to see my friends was if we both had a study hall, if we weren't in class already, was if we both had a study hall and could sign up for the library. And that was mostly me and you.
Right.
I mean, like, we had one class, but like if we wanted to study together for that class, we would sign up for the library.
Right. There was nowhere, and don't get it twisted either. That, going off of what you said, there was nowhere to go. You could not roam the halls.
We didn't have a senior
You could
lounge.
not- no.
They took our senior lounge away because
the class
there's a senior,
before.
the senior prank the class before this isn't even like anything bad. They literally saran wrapped the senior lounge and then they took it away for the rest of they still don't have a senior lounge. Like, are y'all serious?
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
had the worst senior year ever. It was crazy.
Yeah, and so I don't want to hear the class of 2020 complain anymore, because, anyway, so there was nowhere to go, because you could not roam the halls, you couldn't even, like, go to the gym or anything, like,
you would get
couldn't
grilled
go.
if you were walking to the bathroom
Yeah.
without a pass.
Yeah, and even with the pass, if you had a pass and you were in the hallways for too long, you would get crucified.
Grilled.
So there
like,
was
straight up
nowhere to go
grilled.
to study except a library. The library, really.
Yep.
That was the only place, and even to see your friends, because there was different lunch times. So a lot of times you didn't even get to see your
Half the
friends
time
during
we didn't
lunch.
even have the same lunch.
And keep in mind, Churchville was the last school in Monroe County to redact the block.
The blocks. We
So-
had college blocks for mad long. We had the 4 blocks, 80-minute classes.
Yes.
Are you serious?
So you're-
We were the last school to switch to was it 8 periods?
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
And so we're sitting in classes.
For 80 minutes.
Silent. We're expected to sit there the whole time, silent, don't say nothing. And then our lunch was like
Literally jail.
30 minutes?
Yep, I think lunch was 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
But like 40
Really?
minutes, are you serious?
Right.
That's 30 minutes of that is eating.
Mhm.
10 minutes of that is getting to talk to your friends.
Or 20 minutes of it is waiting in the lunch line.
Or 20 minutes of the lunch line.
Or you have to
Or
stay
you're doing
after,
homework.
right.
Or you're doing homework in the lunchroom.
Or you have to stay after with the teacher.
Because actually, it was actually a gift if you had a study hall.
Yes.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Churchville is just so crazy.
Yeah. So the library was the only place to go. So whenever we had a study hall at the same time, so of course we're going to sign up to go to the library.
Hmm. And we actually did share a class where we had to do work together.
Yes. But we shared
Chemistry.
multiple.
Chemistry's hard.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I'm going to work with another person on my chemistry homework.
Right.
We're both dumb.
Right.
Well, we're not dumb,
I
but
think
like...
we had history that year.
Yeah, we had history together too.
Yeah,
But I
so-
didn't do anything for that class. That's another story. That's another day.
Right. So the library.
The library.
We would go into the library and we would honestly not even be doing that much. The worst thing that we would do in the library is play Silent Library.
Silent Library.
Yeah. And it's basically like Impractical Jokers.
Where like you like tell someone, it's kind of like you dare them to like go do something like funny to someone else.
Right.
But it was never like out of pocket, like rude or like
No.
insensitive
Like
or
I
like
said,
crazy.
we always made ourselves the joke. I mean, we were literally
We were the
having fun.
jokers. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand.
So, for example, I'll finish the story about why the hockey kids got mad at
oh
me
yeah,
that
when
one
you
time.
got cussed out.
So this is an example of what happened. So I think we had this like piece of paper that we would flip over and it would have one of our names on it, and then the other person would be like,
oh no, we
okay.
had like 4 pieces of paper and it would just
Yeah.
be mine and your names, and we would
Yeah.
shuffle it up. And whatever paper we picked up, we'd be like, all right, you gotta go do something stupid.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Brayden was like, go over to the hockey boys and ask if they read like some really weird book. Like, you choose what book, but if they can find one book. So I was like, it was what? Oh, that's right.
We can't say what book it was. Can we?
Well, I know what I said, because I said that, but then I said another one.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna say the first book, but
We're not gonna say the first book.
you can imagine what it is. Okay.
Just think of one book that like
Like you should
You
nobody
should not read.
Yeah, in a library. So I walked up. I was searching around, like I was pretending searching around for a book for a little bit, and then I
next to the
went
table.
next to the table, and they kept giving me looks back, but they
Well,
were.
because you were doing it so bad. You were like, you kept squatting up and down trying to like look at the different shelves.
And then I was like, kept saying like, where is it? Where is it? And I was like purposely trying to draw attention.
I don't know why it's so funny, but
And then I turned around and I was like, hey guys, I'm looking for a book, and I said one book, and they were like, what? So evidently they didn't take history class.
they didn't know what book
And
that
so then I
was.
decided to change it, and I said, the George Bush biography? Do you know where the George Bush biography is? And they were like, can you get away from us, you weirdo? I cannot stand you. You're so weird. You didn't get
No,
away.
it was the one guy in specific. The one guy in specific was literally straight up started cussing you out. It was like, get away from us, you freak! It was so
Everybody
wild.
was silent. It was like, I was just staring at him. I was like, my eyes were wide open. My mouth was like dropping. And this man must have like a bad father at home.
Yeah, like
'cause I don't know-
crazy must have
Because
happened
I
at home or
literally
something.
asked for a George Bush biography, and then they started saying, and keep in mind, the librarian is there. She is just watching this happen. By the way,
While she's eating at her desk.
yes.
And that's another thing. You were not allowed to eat in this We will get to that. We will get to that.
So she was watching me get cussed out by this hockey man yelling at the top of his lungs, which you're supposed to be quiet in the library. No, top of his lungs.
Top of his lungs,
And
cussing her out.
I just like walked away, and I was like, have a nice day. And I just like walked away and sat down, and everybody went back to their
Meanwhile, I
normal
was at
thing,
the table
but-
dying
it
laughing.
was
I was like,
But then
what?
I got back to the table and I was laughing because I was like, how did I provoke that
That
reaction
was
out
so...
of him?
Because you didn't even... That's the thing, is you didn't even do anything that crazy.
No,
You
okay.
asked if they knew where a book was.
Right. And here's another thing that we did. Here, an example, which there was one librarian that I think liked us or tolerated us.
I think she low-key liked that we were, like, being lighthearted. Because she
Yeah.
probably hated her job. She was probably like, y'all are actually the only ones who actually,
Yeah,
like,
no,
seem
she
happy.
actually treated us like friends.
She was, yeah, I
So
liked her.
the one thing that we would do with her is we would
Wait, is
walk
this the
up,
bookmarks?
Yes, we would. They had these scratch and
Scratch and sniff bookmarks.
You gotta tell me.
We would walk up. So, like, it's the front desk of the library, right? And the bookmarks would be at the front desk. And there was bookmarks at every, like, librarian station. But we would specifically go up to this lady because we knew that she, like, didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
We would go up and we would both take a bookmark. We would scratch it. We'd be like...
and intensely, like, scratch and sniff over it, but, like...
And we'd be like, oh, that's good.
It'd be like, and then we would
Like, we would just be doing
I
stupid
remember
shit
one
like
time-
that all the time.
I remember one time we'd be like, switch, and we would
Yeah, we
switch
would
our
switch the book.
I would be like, it would be like, kind of smells like blueberry.
And she would just like, let a little giggle out, and then she'd be like, and then she'd just stare at us.
Yeah, and then
But she'd be like smirking, so we'd
but
be
then
like,
one time we did it so much that like at the end we would walk up and she'd be like, no,
yeah,
don't,
we'd walk,
don't.
she'd be like, don't even. She'd be like, stop, don't. And when we do it, she'd be like, okay.
But she was nice.
We
though.
liked her.
Yeah, she was nice. So it was literally
She was
stuff,
cool.
stupid stuff like that. Okay,
Like, not
throughout-
even anything crazy. Like, meanwhile, people are doing drugs in the bathroom,
Right.
vaping, cussing loud as hell in the library,
Mm.
eating in the library, which you're not supposed to do.
Mhm.
Should we talk about that?
Yes.
Let's
So-
talk about the Doritos.
Okay, so we caught this little moment.
This is on video.
On video.
This is on. We have to post this on the Instagram tonight because
Or we could play the audio next
should we?
time.
Yes,
too.
we should play it next
I
time.
thi-
Or
I think
wait,
I have it. You search for it.
I'm
on
gonna
your
search
phone?
for it while you're talking because I literally just saw this
'Cause
a couple days ago.
I have a transcribed video.
Yes, the transcribed video. I literally was just looking at this a couple days ago.
Okay.
I think it's on Snapchat. So you start telling the story.
Okay, so basically, like we said, there was no eating and drinking in the library allowed, even though there were obviously the kids that got the exemptions. First of all, I didn't eat lunch that day. because I was doing chemistry homework frantically
Literally,
during
and this
lunch.
was one of the days we were both literally struggling to get this chemistry work done. That year was crazy just basically because the chemistry was wild.
Yeah. So I had no lunch that day, so it was the last block of class. I had a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos that I brought.
Like a tiny bag,
Like
not a big bag, like a
no,
snack-sized bag.
Yeah, of Cool Ranch Doritos that I would bring to school, and I literally set it in my my front zipper of my book bag, and I was slowly eating the Doritos, like out of my book bag, kind of having it hidden. I wasn't like eating it where the crumbs were getting on the floor. It was not causing a distraction or anything. And keep in mind,
we were literally doing work
we
at
were
this point
doing
too. We were
work.
doing chemistry work. Like, we weren't messing around. We were doing actual work that we had to get done.
Literally. And Miss A, who's the main librarian who we've mentioned before,
I literally hate her.
she wish she would
Like,
call
she
in.
made me hate her.
She walked up to us, and I think at first she was yelling at somebody else who was behind us. And I can't remember the exact reason, but I just remember that it was a stupid reason because I could
probably because
see...
there was 5 people at a table and not 4.
Right. And I know that they weren't popular kids either, and I could see that they were doing the work. So at one point, I think it was you that said, "Wait, why are you yelling at him?" And I said, "Yeah, why are you yelling at him?" And Miss A was like, "You heard me say blah blah blah, put back the blah blah blah," and she said something like that, and
That was literally something so stupid. I wouldn't have said, "Why are you yelling at him?" if it wasn't for, like, if he was doing something crazy and she was yelling at him, I'd been like, okay.
And it's crazy how nobody was standing up to her at all.
Yeah, no one would
except for
ever
us.
stand up to her.
Like, it was crazy. So we were like, no, like, why are you yelling at him? And then at some point, she spotted my Doritos that were literally, like,
In her bag.
hidden in my bag. So she was looking for something to get me in trouble for. And she's like, there's no food. And that means you too. You have no food. No food in the library. And I was like, I think I tried defending myself. Like, at first I was in the middle of a sentence. I was gonna say, like, oh, I didn't have any lunch. I just broke down laughing because of how absurd.
Because, like, why
her
are you
voice
actually
was.
doing this right now?
It
And the
was
crazy
probably
part
maybe-
is every single time she's in the library, she'd be eating something at the
Yes.
front desk in front of everyone.
That's why she's obese.
Smacking her lips loud, like literally, like doing it on purpose, swear to God.
Yes. And so I was like, I was in the middle of explaining. Like I said, I broke down laughing because of how absurd it was, which probably made me look more guilty, but I just didn't even care at that point. And then she was like, do you need to go? You need to go. You need to go back to your study hall. And I was like,
You were like, what?
What?
Why?
Why? And she was like, because you're not following the rules or
She was
something.
like, you're not. She was like, you're like, why? I was like, why does she have to go back? She's like, because there's no eating in the library. And I just said that. And you have a bag of Doritos.
And it's really crazy. And
What happens then is actually really crazy. Because then you're like, that person over there has a whole lunchbox out.
Yes,
Someone had a whole lunchbox out. I cannot find this video.
hold on,
now.
search through this because I think it's in my private story somewhere. Okay. So,
Oh, yes, this is good.
so I pointed out that there was a whole man with a lunchbox eating his lunch, like, right behind me, and I don't think she even responded to that. She just said,
She
like,
ignored it.
go, and then she walked away. I did not leave the library. I was not leaving that library. So,
At this point, we were protesting.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, whatever. I don't really care. And she came out later with a salad. And she was eating it, smacking her lips, like... And I was like...
Like crunching,
Right.
munching, grazing.
And I said, there's no eating in the library.
Stop, I found it.
You did?
Wait, finish the story and then we'll play
Okay,
it. And then
so
we'll
I
play
said,
it.
there's no eating in the library. And she said, I'm the librarian, so I can do what I want. And I said, well, that's a double standard. And she said,
She had the audacity to say, this is the part that really pissed
this
me off.
pissed me off to this day. there's a lot of double standards in life. Get used to it.
Like, are you actually for real? Because so first you're gonna let that person eat out of their whole lunchbox in the library, and you're gonna come over here while she's eating Doritos while we're working on chemistry homework,
Right.
and then you're gonna eat a salad and talk about double standards.
Right.
Anyway, here's the clip. I don't know. You play it. It's right there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Hold on.
We should post this though, because it's actually
Yeah.
hilarious.
Let's see if it.
Wait, why are you
Oh, sorry. The Wi-Fi.
yelling at him?
And did you guys not hear me say Mr. Gear no eating?
Wait, what?
And then you had your Doritos.
Well,
I got back to study hall.
We all looked what? Wait a minute. I wasn't eating it. They were there though.
It doesn't matter if it's irrelevant. You're not supposed to be eating in here.
There's a whole lunchbox right there.
So you can hear me in the beginning. I'm like, wait, why are you yelling at him? But you really have to watch the video because Jaree like transcripted it out so you could see what we're saying, and then she's like describing what's happening.
Yeah.
Because she's like trying to hide her phone so she doesn't know we're recording her.
Yeah.
Which we weren't even recording her. Like we were recording the floor. But it's just so wild that we even got that on camera too. Like.
Yeah. And I don't know. It. Hopefully you could hear that, but that's notice how
what
she went
says,
silent after that.
I think actually what happened, I think I said, why aren't you yelling at him?
Oh,
Because I think I was
okay.
talking about the guy with the lunchbox.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then she
yeah.
said, and then she's like, did you not hear me say Mr. Gear no eating? Okay, but then you literally just walked away and he's still eating out of his lunchbox.
Right.
And you didn't kick him out. And she literally says, all right, go back to study hall.
Right.
You can hear her and then she, go back to study hall. Like, what? Like, that is wild.
Yeah.
First of all, Mr. Gear, I don't know who you are, but I don't know why you're special and get to eat out of your lunchbox and you can't eat her Doritos.
Right.
That, I still am, like, fired up by that to this day.
So there was a lot of stories.
There's
leading
more
up.
stories. We
There's
don't even
more.
have time to tell all the
we're
stories.
literally almost at an hour, and we still have the whole second half of the
We
show.
could have
We're just-
multiple segments of this
Yes,
story, but
so we're just gonna
we're going to leave it at that for now.
we're gonna leave it at that.
I
should
think
we?
so, yeah.
And then we'll tell the second half.
We can tell more
later.
as we go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little sneak peek because there is a climax to the story that you guys.
Oh, yeah, it gets worse.
It gets worse.
It gets way worse. I'm talking about, like, writing. We had to write emails.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was crazy.
It was crazy. So here's my song of the week. Enjoy it. We'll be back. Was
Ooh.
California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the
Ooh.
Papas.
I love mamas and papas.
I love that too. Alright, so we're literally over an hour already because we got too fired
Yeah,
up.
we're over an hour, but we're gonna hurry up and tell y'all our top 5 moments or segments of the show so far this season.
Yes.
So not this season, like it's a show.
No, it is.
Wait, it is a show. Season 1. Anyways, I think we both know what our least favorite was. 1, 2, 3. ChatGPT.
So we did a whole episode. We decided it would be a really cool idea to have a whole episode written by ChatGPT, and let's just say that it was not cool.
It sucked.
It was bad. Though I will say,
I mean,
One of
the
my
idea of
favorite-
it was cool.
one of my favorite moments came out of that episode, though, because it was so bad that it was good.
It was so bad that it was funny.
Yeah, because there was one part where I asked ChatGPT to reenact the Oscar slap
Oh yeah.
with me and you.
Yep.
And it
That was actually pretty
It
funny.
was Guardians of the Galaxy winning over Scream.
Yep.
And then he slapped me, and we acted it out, and that moment was crazy.
That
like,
was
chaotic.
pretty-
It was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
But that was definitely like our worst
Yeah.
moment on the show.
Yeah.
Not that moment in itself, but that segment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite segment.
Should we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, so ChatGPT's 5.
Mm-hmm.
4, I think 4 would have to be Wendy Williams for me.
I was gonna say Wendy as well because it was our first time that we had somebody call into the show
Yep,
like
it was
that.
our first
And
time.
let's just say when I heard her say Brayden Jaree, I
Brayden
was
and
like,
Jaree.
whoa,
That was
that's
wild.
really Wendy Williams. And
I still can't believe she called in to this day. Like, that shit was crazy.
I think that people were just amazed by that. Like I
They
posted
had to
that
be.
on the Instagram.
I'm surprised like we
and-
didn't even go viral on TikTok for that.
I
Like,
know.
college students, Wendy Williams calling into college students is
Right,
crazy.
but- and on a similar note, I'm gonna say maybe with 4 would be Judge Judy, because the Judge
Yeah.
Judy segment was so good with
Judge
your
Judy
speeding-
was pretty good.
speeding tickets.
Yes, Judge Judy has to
And
be
the
number 4.
Yeah, with speeding ticket updates and Judge Judy,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
3.
3.
I think I kind of want to hop ahead and go to 2 because I think I know what I want to put on 2.
Okay, go ahead.
For me, at least, I think 2 is definitely Joe Biden.
I was gonna literally say Joe Biden. I'm not
Joe
even
Biden
kidding.
has to be number 2 because
Yeah.
that one was really good. The 2, I can't.
Okay, because that was the longest segment.
That was the
we
longest
had.
segment, and we put a lot of work into that, and we
Yeah.
got it done in an hour.
Yeah.
We got that shit done in an hour.
Yeah,
we
it's
did
crazy.
good with that.
And because we were ranting, it was about an important subject, but
Mhm.
then just
Then
the
Joe
whole
came
skit-
in, like
right.
the
And we
way it
kept-
all went together was just good.
And we kept, and when we were in the production room, we kept bouncing off each other's
Yeah.
ideas like crazy.
It was good.
I'm gonna go number 3. Go back to number 3, because my number 2 is also Joe Biden. Number
Wait, I
3,
think I know what your number 3 is.
Queen Lizzie.
Yes, that
Yes.
was my number 3 too. Number 3 is
Because
definitely Queen Elizabeth.
That was our first fight with a.
That was
with a
our first
ghost.
Russell and Tussle.
Right,
And we summoned her.
Yes, we summoned her twice because I really
That
liked
was
that
funny.
moment on our last episode, on our 10th episode special, where we had
Mhm.
everybody that
Yes,
say
yes.
congratulations.
I love that.
And Queen Lizzie has some beef with us, and I think that she might be a returning character in the future.
The
That's
noise she
how
makes when
iconic
she is like gains
summoned.
consciousness again.
Yeah, I think Queen Elizabeth may have to return to the show. That's how
Yeah.
iconic that segment
She's
was.
definitely 3.
But I think that Joe Biden was
Joe Biden was way better than her
better. Like, so that's why it's number 2. But
though. Number
returning
1,
character, Queen Lizzie.
Queen Lizzie, she gotta come back.
Number 1, I'm gonna say that it was Betty, because
Betty?
Yes, because the whole incident before, as Betty was summoned on the phone, I think that might have been the
That is
hardest
true.
I made Gabe laugh. Gabe is our music coordinator, and
And he
was-
helps us a lot with the podcast because sometimes we don't know what we're doing with the soundboards.
Yeah. And he literally he was dying.
It was-
and just the other day
it was
I was
hilarious.
talking to him, and he said that his favorite moment on the show was Betty
was
White.
Betty White.
Yeah.
Betty was pretty good. And my voice acting skills.
I mean, what do you mean?
Wait,
Ah!
what? Cut it. Cut that.
Delete off the Wi-Fi off
Cut
the
that out.
Twitter, as Joe Biden was
Yeah.
saying.
Delete that off the Twitter and the Wi-Fi.
No, but I think me saying, guys, the light's supposed
To be green and it's red, so there's paranormal activity.
And just the whole, it was like minutes of that, and then
It
finally,
was like 2 minutes straight of you trying to figure out, like, set the board up.
and then on top of that,
You're like, I'm present.
and then I was like, do it again. At one point, I was getting so frustrated, and just, maybe it's the moment behind
I wish
the
we
scenes
had like a
that's
behind the
funny.
scenes camera because I feel
Yes.
like you have to be here to like really laugh at that.
Actually, in the summer, you guys might get
You might get a behind the scenes. We're trying to cook up some more
We're
stuff for
cooking
this
in the
summer
kitchen.
because we're gonna have more free time.
But then
Um,
the call itself,
The call was pretty good. Yeah,
Betty-
Betty's
it was-
crazy.
I'm nice as hell.
Betty White, I'm nice as hell.
I love
I'm
that.
nice as hell.
My mom calling was pretty fun.
That was pretty
too.
good. I think my number 1 is probably gonna have to be our song.
Oh,
It was just a good song. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
it was just good.
We did a lot of good segments. Like
Yeah.
every single week. Somehow I thought when we started it, because we had a lot of ideas going in,
Mhm.
and then I thought we were.
I thought we were gonna run out
Yeah,
of
I thought we were
ideas,
gonna
but we
burn
kind of
out.
like. I mean, there was points where we were low key burned out just because of school. Like not burned out with the show
we were in our
itself.
flop era. We would do flop era updates.
We were in our flop eras many times, but even when we were in our flop eras, we still had good shows running.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I think, and we still have more ideas that we're gonna do in the future,
Of
which
course.
is kind of crazy.
I know.
but
I'm actually excited for this summer.
yeah, it's
though.
pop culture.
This summer's
current
about to be
events, like
season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
And think about that, and we're gonna have more free time. We're gonna be doing things.
We're gonna be cooking in the lab, y'all.
We're cooking in
Cooking in the lab.
the lab.
Don't worry.
So maybe on Instagram, comment, and say what your favorite moment.
Yeah, tell us what your
was.
favorite moment was,
'Cause
because
we
we'd
got-
like to know.
Because we got
We
a lot
want
of
some
segments.
feedback.
Even if it's not like any call-ins or anything, but just something we talked about, like the writer's strike. We talked about
The writer's strike, or like Flint, or we didn't talk about Flint, Michigan,
Well,
but
we did do Eric
the
Mays.
chemical spills, or Eric Mays.
Oh, top 5 vines.
Top 5. Yes, that was another good one.
Yeah.
See, we just have a lot of good stuff that we put out there, so
Yeah.
it would be nice to hear some feedback from y'all and let us
Yeah.
know what you like, so just so we know what to do in the future.
That's right.
I think it's time to wrap up with our last song of the week, though.
Which is your song of the
This
week?
is my song of the week, Black Widow
All right.
by Iggy Azalea.
Enjoy.
That was Iggy Azalea, love, coming right straight down from the Iggy Azalea's in Australia, yeah, babes.
If you didn't know, she's Australian.
Yeah. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Afternoon Delight, and of course, have a delightful afternoon, y'all.
And on top of that, go to the Instagram. We're going to post the question of the week as always. Not only that, I hope you didn't just enjoy this episode, but I hope you enjoyed this season.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Because this is actually, I guess the last episode was our season finale, but this is like our extra episode for the season.
Yeah, just because it's
Before
the
summer
semester
season starts.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But we're gonna continue. Don't worry.
We're gonna continue, don't worry, and we're gonna have big stuff coming that we're planning, so
And if you were looking forward to that personality test, it's coming
it's
next
coming,
week.
it's coming.
It's coming.
We gotta keep putting it on, but it'll happen.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
With that being said, good afternoon, y'all.